Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 73. Got my coffee and my Scrappy Sunday mug because it's Scrappy Sunday. And I have pumpkin spice creamer. So good. Today is Sunday, September 27th, 2020. We're almost done with September already. Crazy. All right, if you are new, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. You can find all the show notes right down there. I'll have links to my Instagram, my Ravelry group, patterns, yarns, all that good stuff right down there. All right, I have finished objects today and some whips, which are works in progress, some stash enhancement, a KAL, or a MAL, I guess I should say, and some future cast-ons. Wow, I got a lot of stuff today. Let's see how long this is going to be. Last week's episode was like 44 minutes. I can't believe I sit here and talk to myself for 44 minutes. And that people actually watch it. It's crazy. All right, let's start with finished objects. Socks. Tube socks for my kids. Now, I don't know if you can tell. You can definitely tell in my Instagram picture that this one is darker than this one. Two balls, two separate balls, same dye lot number. Obviously, they lie. It's not that big a deal. This is KnitPicks Felici in the Fiesta, which is, yeah, this is on their website right now. So, yeah, that happens with KnitPicks sometimes with me. They say the same number, and then I look at them in the skein, and they look the same, and then when I knit them, they're definitely not the same. But so these are for my oldest, Chloe, for Christmas. Nope, I lie. These are for my youngest, Natalie. I'm going to wrap their Christmas presents, their socks together, and I'm sure I'm going to mess up, and they'll be like, hey, those are my socks. And they're going to have to switch. I can't remember these things. Wow, look at these. That's pretty true color right here. Now this stripe right here, there is a orange in between these corally colors. In person you can definitely see it, but on the screen you can't. And that's pretty true color right there. These are pretty bright. This is also KnitPicks Felici in the Currant mood, which is also in their website. So for my tube socks for my kids, I do 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I knit 120 rows, and then I do my toe. I do not put heels in them because their feet are growing. I was doing 105, and their feet grew, so I have to do 120 rows now, which not a big deal. They're pretty fast since I don't have to put heels in. So those are all of my sock finished objects. So I updated I have an iPod Touch, and I updated the iOS 14 or whatever it is. So now when I'm recording, the time, which you can't see it, but I can see it, is right there. And it's like bright red background, and it's very distracting. Thanks, Apple. Also, I have my windows open, and you'll probably hear kids. Oh, look, I finished my hat. I love this so much. I am never, if I knit a hat for myself, this is the pattern I'm using. I'm never going back to the 2x2 rib. I did a folded brim. I used the sock head slouch hat numbers, but I did a folded brim. So I knit 3 inches, which I think for this yarn I did 31 rows. 30 or 31 rows. And I did a purl row, and then I knit 30 or 3 more inches, 31 rows, and then I knit them together. I don't know if you can tell. Probably can't see it because this yarn's been blown out. But there's like a little bump right there. Oh, I love it. This yarn is Lolo Did It in the BBSLN. If you want to know what that stands for, watch my last episode, because I don't read. It's a Walking Dead reference. Yes, I already have a sock head out of this color. I bought another skein, and I'm like, yes. I was going to make socks with it, but it needs to be a hat. So, and I got frizzy hair. We'll try it on for you. I love this hat so much. Oh, that's nice. It's slouchy. I like the double brim because it's nice and toasty, and I don't have to worry about folding it with the sock head slouch hat, which I feel like I always had to, you know, look in the mirror, put my hat on, and style it, which was so annoying. I think I did 3 inches for the brim, and I knit 6 inches. I did my decrease, so a total of 9 inches from the cast on. So I don't know if you can see that because I'm not looking at the camera, but yes, I love it. And yes, I cast another one on. You'll see in whips because I'm addicted to these hats. And then my kid's like, "Hey, Mom, I love that." So I will be making them some hats too. Obviously, I will use a smaller count. The sockhead slouch hat has like baby to extra large, I think. Something like that. They have a very wide range of hat sizes. So I'm going to use like the teen size for them. Which is weird because the teen, it says 8 to 10 years. Or 8 to 12. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the one I'm going to use. And I'm going to use leftovers that I had from this hat. And my previous hat in my last episode, the blue one, I will be making a hat with the scraps of those. Wow. My hair just does not like me. So yeah, that is all of my finished objects. Just put this in a messy bun because that's what my hair likes. Whew. Alright, that's better. I don't like hair on my neck or in my face. I have to have it in a ponytail or a messy bun. If I'm, like in the wintertime, if I'm wearing these hats, I'm cool with it. Because I want that extra warmth around my neck because it's freezing. Alright. So yes, I have future hats in my future. Future hats in my future. More hats in my future, I think. More coffee. Alright, that's it for finished objects. Finished objects? Is that what I was going to say? Take a breath, Lisa. I'll be okay. So this is Stitching Plaza Bag, Hamilton. I have my Hamilton shirt on today. I'm not going to see all the names. Hamilton, Jefferson, Madison, Washington, and Burr. I love Hamilton. It's my favorite. Alright, these are like so close. Well, kinda. So close to being done. And I have a hoe. And I don't have a sock blocker. So I'm going to stand up and go get it because it's right over there. You're just going to have to pause. Just pause. Okay, I'm back. And you're going to have to see, and hear my creaky floor. I don't know if you hear that. Thanks for being patient. I'm like, I don't need any sock blockers today because I don't have, just had my kids' socks. I forgot I finished one of these. So I have a hoe. And I love it. I don't know, I might be giving these to my mom. I haven't decided yet. I really like them though. I don't know if I can give them up. Oh, and they smell so sheepy. Sheepy. Alright, this is West Yorkshire Spinners in the Robin colorway, which was, I believe this was their Christmas color last year. I don't know, it's kind of Christmassy. I don't know, I like it. So, one done. And here's where I'm at with this one. Made it to the heel. All of these stitch markers are counting my rows. And see where I'm at. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'm probably at 100. So I have like 40 some rows, a toe and a heel. I'm really close. Super close. I use Chiaogoo's red lace, not 2.5. Yes, 2.5. For some odd reason that didn't sound right. 2.5 millimeter, that is a US 1.5. 64 stitches. 12 rows of 2x2 rib. Magic loop. I never say magic loop because it looks obvious, but maybe some people don't know what magic loop is. Is my preferred method to knit socks. I have tried 9-inch circulars and couldn't do it. DPNs are too fiddly. I'll use them for hats and for sleeves, but not for a sock. So yeah, that is one of my sock whips. We're gonna do a hat whip, and then we're gonna go back to like future sock whips. I don't know what to call it. Maybe future knitting, future cast-ons. This is my freckled whimsy bag, my hat bag. I show it every week because I have a hat in it all the time. Oh, yes. I don't know why I get excited when I open this because I know what's in here. So I'm making a hat with self-striping yarn. I'm going to try not to lose stitches. So this is the same as my hat that I showed earlier. Same pattern. Look at that. I got a little pumpkin on here. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. You can kind of see him. From Simply Serving. Yeah, Simply Serving. Little pumpkin. Let's see, yarn. This is Kirby Werby. I have never used her yarn before. And this was a sock set, but I decided to go rogue and do a hat. And it's Old Farm Witches, which is the striped color, and then it came with the mini. I'll show you what I did with the mini here in a second. And this is called Nom Nom for Us, David, which is a reference from a TV show. It sounds like a swear word. It's not, but I'll just say it's from S Creek. I'm sure you guys will all know what I'm talking about. So, for the mini, I put the mini on the inside, stripe on the outside. I got this idea from, Amy from Fast Squirrel Speaks. She did something similar. I think she used a Midas hat pattern, but it's really close to this. It's pretty much just a folded brim hat, and she used this color, and I had this in my stash, and I'm like, I am doing that. Once I figure out how to do the folded brim, I'm doing it, and ta-da! I figured it out. It is not hard. I do not use a provisional cast on. I just cast on, long tail, normal cast on. Yeah, and I just pick up the stitches. It's not hard. It gets a little fiddly, but it's not hard. And I don't know if I'm doing it right, but it looks neat, so I'm just going to say I did it right. Did I do it right? I think I did it right. So yeah, my hat. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know why I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm starting to feel overwhelmed. Probably because I decided to do the Falling Leaves sock KAL. That's hosted by Denise from Earth Tones Girl, and I said I wasn't going to do any knit-alongs this fall because I didn't know how school was going to start or how it was going to work out, and this is part of that KAL. I don't know what I'm doing to myself. I mean, it's a sock. I usually knit socks pretty fast. I guess I just have all these sock whips lined up. It's like, usually I like to do one sock, finish it, do another sock, finish it. Now I feel like I have like 3 socks that I need to finish in a week, and I don't need to finish them in a week. I just need to take a breath, calm down. It'll be okay. I just get so excited I have all these yarns I want to knit. Okay, these are, we'll just say baby whips. I have them cast on. Just have the cuffs because I was almost done with those robin socks, and I'm like, oh no, I need more knitting. So I cast these on without realizing some of my future whips. So I got one. I have them 2 separate needles. I usually like to cast on 2 cuffs on the same day and then just be done. And then when I'm ready, I can just pick them up and knit. Especially if I have to, go somewhere. I don't usually go anywhere. Let's see, if for the kids' schooling, I do not want to be doing rib and casting on school days. Try to avoid that, so I try to just cast them on the weekends or after school's done or whatever. So, yep, here's my baby whips. My mustaches. I haven't done this in a long time. Mustache. And I believe these are going to be also, one's going to be darker than the other, but that's okay. This is KnitPicks Felici. Let me get the tag out. This is an older, I don't have the tag in here. This is Sally. When did I buy this? I think this was from 2019. Fall 2019. And it's from, the reference is from Nightmare Before Christmas. So I decided that these will be my Halloween socks because I do not have any Halloween yarn in my stash. This was the closest I can get. So those are my in-between sock projects because I decided to do another KAL, to join another sock KAL. I don't know, just because. Why not? My foot's starting to fall asleep. So, is it Amy from? Yes, Amy Florence from Stranded Dye Works usually does a festive sock KAL. And I have joined it in the past, and this year I'm like, I already have all my Christmas socks. I don't have any Christmas yarn, which is a lie because I actually looked through my stash and I do have Christmas yarn, but I don't know if I'm going to do it this year. Or I might save them for December. So I'm like, I'm not going to do it. It's fine. It starts October 1st. I think it ends end of November. And then my friend Amy there's a lot of Amy's in this one today. Amy from Happy Little Yarn asked me if I was going to do it. I'm like, no, I don't have any Christmas yarn. And she's like, what about the yarn that I gave you? And it like totally, I totally spaced it out. I had it all wound and everything. I'm like, yep, these are going to be my next cast on. And so I'm glad she reminded me. So I have them all wind up. This is going to be for heels, toes, and cuffs. And this is mustache yarn. I think this one's called Holly. I don't know, do I have the tags? I do. I have the bag even too. I have the bag and everything in there ready to go. This is my Stitching Plaza bag. Not Stitching Plaza. Stitching the High Nose. Got my stitch markers in there. Mustache yarn. And Elfed socks. I think the green is called Holly Jolly? Yep, Holly Jolly. I don't know if I'm going to put this in the show notes because I really, really doubt that I don't know, it's possible if I could start these. So I'm not casting these on until Thursday, because that's October 1st, and that's when the KAL starts. So I'm just thinking, can I get the Sally socks done? My Robin socks are almost done, and the Elf socks in 2 weeks? I don't think so. I don't know, maybe. 3 socks, usually just 2. Usually 1 pair a week is what I can handle, but I don't know, we'll see. So that is my future cast on. So what I'm planning to do is finish those Robin socks. These are also for the falling sock leaf KAL. I don't know if she said you have to do 3 pairs a month. I don't remember, but I'm doing 3 pairs. So these are for my October ones. And it might be, I'll just do, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll figure it out. So, I'm going to finish those Robin socks. And I'm going to work on those Sally socks until October 1st. And then I'm going to cast on those Christmas socks. So I'll have Christmas socks and Halloween socks. Yes. Oh wait, I gotta rearrange myself because my foot's falling asleep. I am sitting on the floor. Okay, now we're going to talk about a make-along that I am hosting with Amy from Happy Little Yarn. It starts on Thursday, October 1st. So get your projects ready. Do not cast on yet, because the whips don't count. Stocking Stuffers Mail. This is the hashtag. You may use it on Instagram. And it is a KAL to make things and put them in a stocking. Pretty sure that's the only requirement. It needs to fit in a stocking. So no blankets, no sweaters, unless you want to knit a little sweater ornament. That counts. Any kind of yarn, any weight, any pattern, knit, crochet, cross stitch. Yes. It starts October 1st and it ends December 31st. I need to do that pretty soon, open threads in my Ravelry group. I'm going to have, I think, a chatter and an FO thread. Depending on how active it is. Right now, I think I'm just going to have a finished object prize. As of right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So I'll show you what I have right now. I'm hoping to get some kind of yarn, but I just haven't decided what I'm going to get yet. But here's this bag. Oh, knit. This is So Crazy Crafter. I bought this bag and I've never used it. So I think I'm just going to give it away. So I bought this with my money. And I also bought this with my money. They're little sheep stitch markers, progress keepers. They had the earring ones, earring loops. What are these called? I don't know. But it's a little sheep face and a sheep butt. I thought they were too cute. So this is so far part of the prize. I want to put yarn with it, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. If I'm going to buy something or if I'm going to go stash diving. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So, yes, that starts on Thursday. Get ready. But don't cast on yet, because whips don't count, because they're all small projects. And you can knit or make as many things as you want. If you have 5 hats you want to make, go for it. If there's only one thing you have to finish, do it, and that's it. Got a bunch of hangnails. Okay, now we're going to go to stash enhancement, because I have been naughty. It has not been a very good 2 weeks. And when I'm stressed, I buy stuff. And this is the only thing that came, so next week it's probably going to be pretty heavy. Probably not. I take that back. 2 things that I bought probably won't be here until November. So, yeah. So I'll show those when they get here. But I got this. Night Owl Fibers and the Albus Dumbledore. And this doesn't count as stash, because this is going to be socks for Christmas for Amy. I mentioned this in my podcast, that she bought this skein for me, and I bought this skein for her. I just thought it was funny. But I'm going to knit hers and make socks for her as part of her Christmas present. So yeah, I need to cast these on too, because I feel like it's October and I'm starting to like, all right, you need to slow down with your Christmas knitting. You need to stop making stuff. It's getting way too close. But yeah, these are going to be next-ish. And then I bought my weakness. Minis. Oh, and when I got these, I immediately went to her shop and I added like 8 or 10 more to my cart, and I said, whoa, you need to chill out. So I shut the computer off and I left before I hit that purchase button. So this is Hugh Loco. I have never had her yarn. She sells individual minis, which is nice. And probably bad, because I want them all. This is Girls Talk. I'm just going to go through them real fast. This one's Elixir. I really like this one. I think I'm going to use this. I don't know what you think. Let's pause for a second as I reach and stretch awkwardly. So I got this color. This is also Night Owl Fibers. And I need a 20-gram mini to do heels, toes, and cuffs. And I was thinking about this one, but I'm not sure. Because it's purple and teals. I don't know. And that color's is not good. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So I'm thinking I'll use that. I don't know yet. This one's called Dirty Talk. Honey. And these are all 75-25 base. Yep, 75-25 base. Troublemaker. So I will be putting these in my blanket. Folklore. And then be making scrappy socks with them. Juicy. And, oh, this one's my favorite. Sucker Punch. Bright green. So, yep, those are all my minis. And I also bought minis from Dragon Horde Yarn. I've never had any of her yarn. I haven't received them yet. They're on the way. Oh my, what else did I buy? I decided that I'm going to do Desert Vista Dye Works year-long knit-along for socks. I've always wanted to do that, and I don't know why I haven't. Probably because it takes a long time to get her yarn, and you have to plan ahead. And it finally dawned on me. I'm like, hey, this is September. if you want to do this, you better order yarn now so you have it for January and the rest of the year. So I bought some of that. And I bought a single skein of something. What is it? Plank and Stella had a Bob's Burger Christmas, mystery Christmas skein. I bought that. I've been so bad. So yeah, I've been naughty. I need to slow it down. This whole online schooling thing is stressing me out. So I just need to breathe and knit the yarn I have, and it'll be okay. Alright. That's all of my knitting stuff. We'll do life stuff. I really don't have that much. I've been stressed out. I think we're finished. Wow, the camera just did something weird. Anyway, the schooling, online schooling, it's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It's, you know, for the most part, it's alright. It's just, they have anywhere between 3 to 4 Zoom calls per day, and they're all at different times. So I am like always watching the clock, and it's annoying. What else? I haven't been reading that much. Mostly listening to my audio podcasts, my news podcasts, my favorite murder, Hello from the Magic Tavern, trying to catch up on those. And I put a hold on the 5th Twilight book, and that came in, so I started that. Yeah, I just haven't felt like reading. Oh, and I also started Lord of the Rings book 1. I started listening to that. I have read those already, but I finished a book, and I'm like, I need a new book, and nothing in the library looked good. So I'm like, I'm just gonna listen to that. And then that's when the Twilight book came in, like the day after. It's like, really? Yeah, what else? Oh, I have a eye exam tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm trying to be better about getting my eyes checked every year. I got these glasses last year, and so I'm trying to go again. Trying to go every year and be good and get my eyes checked. Yeah, because in the past, I would go 3 or 4 years without getting my eyes checked. Oops. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So, I'm getting older. I need to get my eyes checked every year because I need to see the knit, right? So yeah, I really don't have anything else. Just knitting all the socks and hats. Yeah. So today I am going to work on my, I was going to talk about that. I was going to show it, but then I decided, I showed it last week, or in my last episode, so didn't want to bring it. It's downstairs. I have half a square in my Cozy Memories blanket. I will be working on that today. What was I going to say about it? I'm going to try to get 50 squares in for this month, for September. I just cast on number 43. I would love to get 6 squares done today, because Sundays is where I usually get most of my squares in. I try to do 10 a week, 10 squares a week. Does that sound right? I don't know. Anyway, I'm almost at 50 squares. I don't know how, maybe that's not 10 squares a week. I don't know. Anyway, so I have 4 days to get 8 squares done. I think I can do it. I'm pretty much going to work on it all day today. So if you follow my Instagram, You've probably already seen it because I'm not uploading this until tomorrow. But in the future, on my Instagram stories, I like to post all the squares that I do that day. So if you want to check that out, go for it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And we're at 35 minutes, so I better just stop. I don't think I have anything else. I need to stop this, put it on the computer, and go knit my squares. Because I don't edit. Sometimes I watch it through once and say, okay, that's fine. Sometimes I don't even watch it through, and I just say, man, whatever, it's fine. I put it on the computer, I type my show notes, which is mostly a lot of copying and pasting. I don't type a lot. And I start uploading it right before I go to bed. So it's usually done in the morning because internet is a prized possession in this house during the week with all the Zoom calls and all of the computer stuff that they need to do. So I have to upload it in the middle of the night. Otherwise, it will never happen. So, with that said, I think I'll end it here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them right down there. I do read them. And hopefully I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye.